The Malaysian government and British satellite firm Inmarsat released the data used to determine the path of missing flight MH370. But Malaysia's Civil Aviation Chief Azharuddin Abdul Rahman says expertise is needed to understand this information. Here's the report.
Families of passengers from the Malaysia Airlines MH370 have demanded more information from officials. Now they have it, and some have even posted it to Facebook. Malaysia's Civil Aviation Chief Azharuddin Abdul Rahman said expertise is needed to understand the data when asked to comment on the report.
I myself also will not have totally understand it. I know you need expert to look at it. Of course, expert to look at it. I think we leave it to them. I think in our press release also we have placed a line, a special line for anybody who wants to ask any technical inquiries can send their inquiries through that particular line.
The pages of data logs show 7 communications between the aircraft and an Inmarsat satellite. What this means is that plane continued flying for hours and could help narrow the search to a particular part of the Indian Ocean. Now, global standards to track aircrafts in real time may not be ready for 2 to 3 years. A senior official with the United Nations Aviation Agency said, although the process could be accelerated as airlines adopt voluntary measures. The International Air Transport Association has formed a group to come up with methods for tracking by the end of September, responding to public concern following the Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 mystery. IATA said its members would implement measures voluntarily before any rules were in place.
Not uncommon in the global standardization that it takes some years to come to agreement on, particularly something that's added on board aircraft. Real-time streaming of data from the aircraft itself and how we might go about doing that using the IT properties and the IT kinds of disciplines that ITU is working with. So we're working in partnership to do that together, and as Malcolm said, we have a number of actions that we've agreed to take together, planning the future.
Scouring the 23,000 square mile area in question could take up to a year to complete, officials say. Less clear is how to carry out the search and how to split the bill. Malaysia, China, and Australia said in mid-May they had agreed to re-examine all data related to the missing plane to better determine the search area as the hunt enters a new deep-sea phase. Malaysia is also leading an official international investigation under United Nations rules to discover how the aircraft met its fate. Reporting from Southeast Asia, this is Lady Christel Regalado for Eagle News.
And so it turns out the pings that carried so much promise in the search for Flight 370 may have been from something else. Wrong pings, wrong search area, and there is no plane. And then Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak said the government will not rest until the missing Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 is found. Najib made the comments during a ceremony celebrating the 40th anniversary of China and Malaysia establishing diplomatic relations.
Malaysia is deeply saddened by the tragic disappearance of flight MH370, with 50 Malaysian passengers and crew and 154 Chinese passengers on board. Facing a mystery without precedent, we are grateful for the support of the Chinese government, which has spared no expense in the search effort. We will not rest until the plane is found.
Families of Chinese passengers have expressed frustration about what they see as lack of transparency from Malaysian authorities on the search for the plane. Earlier on Thursday, Australian officials remain confident the missing Malaysian Airlines jet is somewhere in the southern Indian Ocean, despite searchers saying wreckage was not on the seabed in the area they had identified. An unprecedented multinational search for the jet has so far proved fruitless.